I'm gonna wear my pajamas for my test this morning because I can. Hey Best Pally, I'm Allie, and my Ultrahuman Ring health and fitness tracker just got way better because now it does blood. Okay, back up. I'm sick of waiting to get sick before my doctor does something. The typical way they say to stay healthy is go to the doctor once a year. They test 20 to 30 blood markers. They go, is there any disease? Nope, you're fine, go home. There is so much you can learn from your blood and your trackers about your aging and metabolism and immunity and stress. I'm stressing out now just thinking about it. And that information can stop you from being on the path to disease, but they are never linked, nor are they ever presented in a way where you know how to make real improvements. And like I said, our healthcare system only gives a crap about you once you're ill. So what would be really great is if we could test, I don't know, say 100 plus biomarkers and have it linked to your tracker data and have that presented to you in a way where you can make real improvements. And let's test more often so you can see if the improvements are working. And I don't know, let's just have the lab come to my house so it's super easy. Oh my goodness, Ultrahuman is supposedly doing all of that. So today I am testing this out for you to find out, and this is their new offering called Blood Vision, which, if you're not familiar with Ultrahuman, they have a tracker ring, it's got a sensor in it, it tracks your sleep, your activity, your temperature. It's got a lot of data on me, but what it doesn't have are my inside juices. So here they're showing, like I said, 100 plus biomarkers with all of these different categories. Tons of different stuff. I'm really excited about biological age. I'm also really excited about what they say here. Moving away from disease-centric benchmarks towards proactive health and long-term wellness. They're saying we're not waiting for the sick, we're gonna stop the sick before the sick happens. So here they're showing you they get your blood markers and then give you a personalized roadmap. And that, like I was saying, is your lifestyle markers mixed with your blood markers, so how one affects the other to improve. And I don't know what that's gonna look like and if it's gonna feel useful, but we're about to find out. I have activated my blood vision, and now there is a profile to complete before you get your blood test. I am not ill. I'm currently taking a statin, which I found out based on a blood marker that even though I felt awesome, I was at cardiovascular risk, so that's a great argument for doing exactly what we're doing. And I've talked about that in past videos where I had a high cholesterol reading and then I went vegan for a while and I talked about going on a statin. Anyway, you can deep dive into that if you would like. Oh, my entire family also has high cholesterol. Okay, great. Right now, we will schedule your test, and you can go to a lab, it says, if you would like, but we would not like. We want to do it right here. And now, the soonest I can go is 2 days from now. That's awesome. I was thinking that it was going to be quite a while. Okay, and then I'm also doing 11 a.m. is my usual. No, we're doing 10 a.m. because I don't have to get anywhere. They're just going to come to me. And that also means that I'm going to have a more accurate cortisol reading because it'll be right after I wake up. We haven't even removed any blood from me yet, and I'm already loving this. Okay, and then there are general instructions. Don't take supplements, no seafood. Oh, that's a bummer. Begin fasting and chug. Cool. See you in a couple days. I'm gonna wear my pajamas for my test this morning because I can. This is splendid. My phlebotomist is a lovely dude who agreed to take off his shoes and is clearly good at his job, and most importantly, came to me. I want everything to come to my house from now on. Why don't doctors do house calls anymore? Someone tell my hairdresser to pack up her scissors and get over here. And now I have to commute back from the lab to my home. Oh, I'm here. And I'm very excited to unlock all this stuff in my app. Let's see how long it takes. This is 12 hours after that guy came. I have now some labs ready for me. That's crazy. I'm not gonna do it yet because we should look at them all together, but yeah, there are some already available and they told me immediately. And some more just came in. We are now at 19 out of hundreds. I do think it's cool that they show you on a rolling basis in case you want to see immediately. Ultrahuman continues to add more results as they're coming in, and I couldn't not look, sorry. So I don't have all the markers yet, but I want to talk about this because I predicted it was going to happen and already found a solution for it. So I have low sodium, and this is how I'm going to solve it. Venture Pal Electrolytes, because there was a time when I was stupid and didn't know that electrolytes are important. Because there's that common wisdom, oh, low sodium is good for high blood pressure. But that wisdom could harm me because I don't have high blood pressure, I have low sodium. I know you know that I box and sauna and sweat buckets, so obviously I should pay attention to hydration, but you should too, because 3 out of 4 people are dehydrated. That stat is crazy to me because being dehydrated feels bad. Stop feeling bad and start drinking more. It's funny I'm putting this into my merch because now my dry water is even more hydrated. My favorite part about this is that there's no sugar, only 10 calories, which compared to Gatorade is fantastic. I like to call Gatorade red slimy calories. This also has 3 times more electrolytes than the average sports drink. And not only is it hydrating me more because electrolytes, it's also making me drink more because delicious. And I'm not gonna say staying hydrated wipes out a hangover, but it could make you feel better the next day, you know what I mean? So if you want to try Venture Pal for yourself, use my link and code in the description. And they have a bunch of other products. I tried their mushroom coffee too, so check that out while you're there. Ultrahuman let me know that since their test is so extensive, it takes up to 2 weeks for some of the biomarkers. So all the typical ones arrive early and then you gotta wait a little longer. But it has been 2 weeks and my report is ready, so let's look. Okay, we're in Ultrahuman. I'm going to Vision. And it's gonna tell me my blood age, cool animation. 45. My blood is 5 years older than me. Yikes. Okay, I'm glad that we're checking. Maybe not glad that you're seeing me check in real time, but okay, let's move on. This freaking app better tell me how to fix things. Okay, so looking at blood age, they're using these specific things to come up with that number, not all of the biomarkers. And big one standing out right here is HSCRP, which is inflammation. Now, don't freaking tell me what to do about it. I'm coming back to all of the biomarkers. It's cool that they organize it based on what it means, right? Metabolic health is all one, cardiovascular health. I can look into my kidneys versus just seeing a list of numbers that I don't know what they're connected to. So that's already more sensible to my not doctor brain. Then you can just take a look at the out of range ones. And this is great. They're color coded. So I can immediately see, okay, yellow is pretty bad, red is pretty bad. So organizationally, it's already easier for me to understand versus something I would just get from a lab. And then you can drill down on specific markers. Let's choose the one that's very concerning to me. And it says, okay, correlation with lifestyle markers. My HRV is garbage, yeah, actually, so that makes sense. And it's telling me supplements. You would never get that on a lab report. Look, it's not just saying here's a problem number, it's saying how to make it better. Boron, CoQ10, krill oil, something I could start right now. Also, it's showing me the studies. Here's proof that you should be taking boron. Huh. Well, app's making me trust it. And explaining to me what it is even and how it relates to the immune system. Okay, I like this a lot. Let's do something more positive because I want to show you this. Not just focusing on the negative. Heavy metals. My mercury is green. That's great. I've had high mercury readings in the past and I stopped having so much tuna and I guess it made a difference, so yay. Happy health thing. Now let's go back to the problems. Here I'm gonna go to clinician notes and better freaking make sense of this for me. I'm hoping that this is a holistic look at what's wrong with me versus just all of those problem numbers. Yes, it is. Look, top 3 markers. HSCRP, there we go. And then my small LDL particle numbers, and it's telling me omega check. That's a red one. Yikes. It's even giving me TLDR. Oh, sorry, I don't really want to read. Can you just make it easy? Generally robust metabolic and cardiovascular organ function with some target areas. Okay, action plan. This is what I want. What do I do about it? Cool. So it gives you foods, supplements, and lifestyle changes, which again would not show up on a lab report. Even the lifestyle changes wouldn't show up from your doctor, I don't feel like. They would probably just try and give you some pills, but okay, let's see what they actually say. Recommended foods. Fish, done. Yes. Walnuts, which I never have, and I will now have all the time. Great. I'm glad to know also that that's high impact. So they're telling me what's the most effective thing, do this first, and then, okay, maybe then we'll get to berries later. That's super useful. And now supplements. Yep. Fish oil, curcumin, yeah, to bring down my inflammation. Great. Huh, I love this, and I cannot wait to do it. And now lifestyle changes. This is where it ties together all of this tracking and then the blood. Daily aerobic activity. Okay. So, I don't walk. My steps are garbage. I'm talking about like maybe 4,000 steps a day is what I get. And, you know, I go to boxing and I lift and I'm very active in the gym, but steps-wise, that is just not a thing that I do. This moderate intensity movement is not very outrageous, except it is, and I'm realizing that I should do it more So I know mentally, yeah, everyone should get their steps in. I should be doing my steps, but I don't. But now that it's telling me that it's making that connection, which I guess I should have known, but now actually seeing it here, that would help reduce inflammation. So I have this inflammation problem and I don't do steps enough. And now that I know that the steps will directly affect that thing that's not good within my body, I am way more motivated to start to make the change. That's really cool. I'm gonna steps like crazy now. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a video where I really up the number of times that I walk throughout the week and see what, oh yeah, and I can see the difference too because I can retest. So this is cool. I didn't know that. You can book a retest that is just your out of range biomarkers. So the ones that were a problem, go look at them again. And I'm definitely gonna walk a whole lot more and then I can see what it did. Yeah, that's crazy. So it's one thing to know that, oh yeah, steps will make you live longer probably. And another thing to know that, well, you have this inflammation problem, but now that I've made the connection that steps will reduce specifically the inflammation to help me live longer, I'm so much more motivated. Holy cool. So if you want to say holy cool for yourself, check out Ultrahuman. I'll put a link in the description. Definitely don't wait until you're sick until you start making a difference in your health. If you liked this, you'll like seeing when I test out this neck shocking device that helps you get into parasympathetic mode, which could help with inflammation. I'll put that down there for you. Hey Best Pally, I'm Allie, and in a past video I obsessed about this neck shock device for 30 days and found that it may have reduced my stress. Ooh, tingly. But I had